Sorry about that, chat. Hi. How are you? Let me turn the music down a little bit, huh? How about that? We're not trying to compete. Ladies, gentlemen, programs usually gentlefolk. Hi. Welcome on in. I'm your host. I'm Scott. Welcome to your hey, whoa. Easy with the cannabis nerd. Cannab nerd. As in cannabis or cannibal. Speaking of cannibals, we've got October coming up, which means spoopy games, which also means DayZ. I hope you guys are ready. But as you can see, cannibal. Yeah, there we go. Cannibal. Cannibal. Listen, it was only going to go one of two ways, either cannibal or cannabis. Either could work. Hi, Sleepy. Hi, chat. How are you? Actually, this is a good camera angle. Not gonna lie. So I did some more messing around. I think the lavalier mics, the lapel mic, it's gonna take some time to dial those in. I've been doing some rating, and they are not easy to work with. Apparently, they are fucking hated by audio engineers around the world. Lav mics. Listen. I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah. Listen. These microphones here. So this is the receiver, and this is the microphone. These things are hated globally. Well, I kind of figured it'd be nice for like doing, because say you guys know how this microphone here, I'm gonna, I want them as another option, and for like field recording and stuff like that too. But they are definitely more for behind. Speaking of which, I gotta figure out something for cameras with that. Hence why we've got the new goal. Yeah, project strims. Yes. I still want them dialed in though, because listen, I've been up since 4:55. So the other nice thing is though, is with these, I can move this out of the face for like simulation games, which would be nice, but yeah, these things are kind of from everything I have read, these style, not this model, but these style of microphones are universally hated by audio engineers worldwide. Nobody likes them. They work with them because they have to, but nobody wants to work with these. They would rather work with any other audio equipment other than these fucking microphones. That being said, I still have faith that I can figure it out. And what time is it now? Okay, it is 2:15 p.m. Or, well, sorry, 2:37 p.m. Like, why can't I read the time? No, it's 2:37 p.m. I've been up since just around 5 a.m. I got up around 5 a.m. because that's the time Mom had to get up because today is her office day. Tech issues? No. Just, we were talking about how audio tech, like audio engineers, actually hate lav mics, these lavalier mics, lapel mics, just because it is really hard to balance them and EQ them properly just because of how these things function. So not so much that we're talking about tech issues, just more, it's going to take some time dialing those things in. Let's get into, let's double check the wheel here, shall we? The wheel is on, but I need to double check. What do I do? Oh, I do check. How are you doing? Apple, how are you? Okay, there we go. All right. Actually, it's the pedals that I'm turned about. Okay. All right, we're good. Nice. I was like, hey, you know what? We'll just, no, we're just gonna, I feel more secure today. Nice. That's good. Glad to hear that. Anyways, chat. As you can see, just gonna jump right into some American truck. I don't waste too much time here. We're just gonna kind of get into it. I had to update a couple of the mods, so now I've got to go through and make sure that they are properly activated and functioning. I need to go. I am officially a CCW permit holder and just got my pew-pew. So walking in public ain't as scary anymore for me. Sir, walking in public should never be scary. Just saying. All right, where's real? Okay, we're gonna throw this one in first. Okay, boom. And so real companies goes up above, or the extended goes above. Okay, yeah. I think we're gonna get rid of that one. Thank you. I don't know why that showed up as that, but there we go. Okay, that's done. Nice. I gotta delete that. We are going to drop that down and get this in. After I get these put back in where they're supposed to be, we're gonna be sitting somewhere around 210. Give or take a few. Not too shabby, he says. It's like, bro. Listen, I have been accused that I might have a problem. These ones are ones... Listen, you stop, bro. Okay. Oh, I have not read... Okay, I will do that after. I'm not going to do that now. I'll do that after. Where's the 4K trees? Excuse me. Where's the trees? Oh, definitely. Models? It should be under the models one, but apparently it's not. Okay. Tabs? Nope. Other. The modded Stalker's running 557. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine until it isn't. Let's be real here. Ah, there it is. That's that one should have just. I do believe that it's one. All right, it has just been recently updated, so we'll put that one back in. Okay, we'll get this all done. Lickety split. $210. There you go. Good Lord. It's kind of ridiculous. It's a little absurd. Yeah, no, that's fine. No, that's because we... Whew. Let's do some driving. Welcome back, chat, to Trucking Tuesdays. I think moving forward, we are going to do... Tuesday will be our trucking day. Just stick with that unless there is like a special circumstance, like I've got a sponsored, like I've got a sponsored stream or something, like Game Dev has provided us, a key and we've got a limited amount of time. Hey, at least we're not crashing, okay? Relax, Sleepy. Relax. Come on in, chat. Come on in, sit a spell. If you're over on YouTube, hi. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We do have a combined chat, so if you throw it down, Twitch will see you. You will see Twitch. Everybody can communicate with each other. My ugly mug looks pretty good behind me on the... I've got myself up on the... It's like a weird thing. I got myself up on the projector. Little strange. Yeah, I can see you, YouTube. I can almost smell it. Oh my God, that is terrifying. I can see you, YouTube. I can almost smell you. Sir, are you trying to scare YouTube? Are you trying to scare YouTube? That's how you scare YouTube. You're not sorry. Don't apologize for something that you're not sorry. You're not sorry. Man's over here. You're not. Don't tell them lies like that. I already know that you're still flying pretty high off your musical experience. You've been to Nirvana. Your mind has been opened. And what do you see? I'm the problem. We know this. You're not the problem. It's just you haven't spent enough time around Dad's tutelage. You have been absent from Father. That is what has happened. I've got all three animals down here with me. There's a big dog just literally right there on the floor. The little one is passed out in the middle of one of the cushions on the couch. Got herself like all curled up in a blanket, and the cat is, well, cat's doing cat things on the couch as well. Yeah, 2 of 4 on the bed. Damn. Oh, hey, why are we... You know what? Fine. We're going... No, where is Daniel Junk? We're going back to Daniel Junk. Okay, there we go. All right. Get back into the driver's seat first. Now, I think we're going to change trucks up, though. Almost. God damn. Ooh, that's looking spicy. Okay, hold on. Let me... I forgot how spicy this was. Ooh, all right. Higher draw calls. Matt. And, oh, okay. That is not it. That is definitely not it. Okay, I actually don't... Ooh, actually, I don't think I need to. I think if I just do match resolution exactly. There it is. That's the one. All right, we're good. Nice. Oh, God, it is bright here early morning. Hey, don't worry. Very soon, we've got Louisiana, South Dakota, and Illinois coming, Apple. All right, chat. Let's first do service. All right. Truck has been repaired. At the rate they're working, things have picked up pretty quick. They're actually moving along a lot faster with deals like state releases, so it might be faster than that. We could simulate Southern Illinois right now, just cover all the highways with bomb crater stuff. No. By the way, chat, I want to say thank you to all of you for getting us to the halfway goal for the sub goal for the month. We're 50% of the way there. Thank you so much. To those of you who have been throwing down the gift sub bombs, today is the last day of September. Thank you for that. And thank you to those of you who have. And by the way, every time you guys gift a group of 5 subs or more, Twitch is actually giving out bonus subs. I've been Listen, you've been simulating Southern Illinois for years? Simulating, right? I know what you said, but I don't think you meant what you said. Now, the real question is, honestly, here's the thing. Do we want to stick with the Freightliner, or do we want to go with something else? Yeah. I said what I said, the real land of Lincoln. Found the anonymous donor, keeping Chicago alive. It's set to slide. I mean, it's possible. It's actually quite possible. Hashtag lap of America. I don't know. Oh, hey, I didn't even realize there's a husky wandering around in the back. That's kind of dope. Don't get me wrong. I do thoroughly enjoy this truck, especially with the Canadian company that's on it, Forbes and Hewlett, which is out of Brantford, Ontario. Right? Forbes Hewlett Transportation Incorporated. As for the truck itself, I mean, I've got a couple. We have options. Chat. And that's always the beautiful part of it, right? Is that we have options. So we go all the way down. What do we got here? We've got our 389, which is a Creek Farm. Got a Kenworth T680. Let's see. Can we upgrade this? Okay, sure. Okay. You know. Definitely got a vibe from it. What do we got for engines in it? Got the Cummins ISX 15 straight piped, huh? Round of consignment is gonna be beefy. Converting to credits so I won't be graped. He's like, nope. Okay, you know what? I think we're just gonna stick. I'm just gonna stick with what we've already got. I don't think I need to change anything here. I don't think we're going to change anything. I'm just going to leave it as it is. We're just going to leave it. We're going to drive it. Yep. We're going to break out the Pete, chat. Been a while. Converting to credits. Wait. Where the hell am I? How did I end up in Montrose? Not really sure how that happened. That's strange. Okay. He stalled out in the tutorial, apparently. All right, there we go. So we're gonna drive the Pete today. I'm gonna take the Peterbilt out for a bit of a run. I think what we do need to do before we get too deep in, though, we need to grab ourselves a job. So we're currently in Montrose. I should be in Daniel Junction, but you know what? That's fine. We're in Montrose. What have we got? Loretto. I mean, that's the hell of a run. That is also $233,000. That's not as much. Yeah. We could go. Ooh. I mean, municipal truck all the way up to Port Angeles. Or we could just, you know what? Let's do the sawdust panels up to Klamath. Why not? Let's go. Yep. But I do need to turn the game sound down just a bit. I don't want to deafen everybody. No, you're talking about the clap, not the Klamath. That is the clap, sir. Totally different. That is completely different. Totally different. No, I think we'll just wait up here for a moment. We are definitely going to have to get some fuel, though. What's with young people having 1970s style stash? It's coming back. Yeah, the Tom Selleck, it's coming back. I see kids with the stash of people we used to mock. Tom Selleck's back. It's back, and people are proudly wearing it. Oh yeah, that is definitely much better. Hell yeah. Jeez, there's an awful lot of traffic going in one direction here. What is happening? Rob that 3M for mess. Hashtag profit. That might have been true a couple of years ago, but I don't think that's gonna hold up much now. While we're here, hold on. Just seats. Thank you. FOV. Let's drop the FOV down just a touch. Okay, and do steering wheel tilt. Okay, good, done, perfect, beautiful, fixed. Rob, that 3 infamous. Why don't we just take the 1970s Burt Reynolds mustaches and use those for masks and profit? I feel like that might actually be better. Hashtag profit. By the way, longer lights is not always a good thing. Folks, if you're just joining us, welcome to Trucking Tuesday. I think we're going to be making a return to doing our trucking on Tuesdays. So, Trucking Tuesday. It could be American Truck, it might be Euro Truck Simulator 2, and possibly Australian Truck Simulator. Lot Lizard Friday. No. More likely Farming Friday or Freaky Friday. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Tuesday is the only one that I have slotted in. We should have Mom Drive. We're going to have Mom Drive. No, and then pick me. She can't pick me up though. You can't do that in this game. Yeah, put a seat next to, I mean, we could do that. I would like to build a sim rig that actually had 2 seats so we could do stuff like that. Hey, need a ride? What? We're not, listen, this sounds like the plot line to either a murder hobo style movie or oh, we went way too far. Okay, we're gonna hold on. Oh, we're gonna pull a U-turn. No free rides. You pay. A pet guest star? They're all crashed out on the floor on the couch beside me right now, so I don't really know. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Okay, hold on a second. Apparently, Dad is lost, okay? Yeah. Oh, no. Because I turned around in the wrong place. That's why. Yep. So, yes, Dad is lost, but it's because Dad's a noodle and... Oh. So, I mean, it possibly, we'll see. If I can stop driving like a knucklehead, maybe. How you doing, John? Welcome on in. Folks, if you're just joining us, welcome to the return of Trucking Tuesday. It's been a hot second, okay? So I think, yeah, going forward, we're going to return to Tuesdays being trucking. And it might be American Truck. It might be Euro Truck Simulator 2. It might be, what is it? The Australian Truck Simulator. Whenever we do finally get that one. When it releases, that is. Oh, hey, suspected spam. Yeah, I'll get right on answering that phone call. Welcome on in. So we're picking up a load of like basically sawdust panels, chipboard. We're gonna head up into Oregon with it. Currently we're in Colorado, we're in Montrose. Is it just weird, or because I've been recently thinking, I almost kind of wish I had a way to do this POV. But I think in order to properly do that, you kind of need to have a proper sim rig with a triple panel setup just specifically for like simulators. It's kind of an interesting, yeah, one day, exactly, one day. Doesn't have to be now, but one day. That is the one. Let's see, what do we have? One day. But with a rig build like that, that's when I would actually, that is actually one that I would be, that does not look like a sliding tarp, by the way, bro. That kind of a setup would be the kind that I would have like the rig, and then mom could like literally come and sit down beside me. Right? Not that pricey, it just has to be done. It does have to be done right. Absolutely. All right. Oh, lordy. Let's go. All right. So yeah, today is one of the 2 days per week that Twitch Mom has to go into the office. So today is the 5-hour drive day. Now, luckily, she might only have to, it turns out she may only have to do this once a week. All right. We good? We're good. That is a very shiny Amazon van, by the way. Can you guys see how shiny that van is? Like, look at the high metallic gloss on that bad boy. Ooh. Puppies happy for day friend? Yes. Puppies are always happy for day friend. Okay. Great. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and we're good. Let's go. They seem a lot, well, and the thing is though, is I'm not the only one here, because her daughter is here too, just, you know, upstairs. So it's not like they're left alone. All right, get those windows up. Oh. Whoa, easy. Yeah, right about there is good. There we go. Rip. Uh-huh. Dog sit myself this afternoon for sister. Nice. All right, I might just have to pull out here. Oh, that's terrible. Jeez, that's better. Oh, okay, well. Very nice of you, thank you. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You were gonna let me out and you freaking try to clock? Bro, freaking rude, man. Holy crap. How dare you? Yeah, set up. That's how you get a knock on the door. Wait, what? Oh. Why were there two state troopers behind each other? Sir, can we step inside? No. Yeah, no. No, you cannot. I refuse. Oh, we got this old head. Sir, can we step inside? No, definitely not. No. Wrong. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Oh, slow down, please. Eesh. Okay, right. We're gonna have to make sure that that's on. Engine brake. There we go. Right. Traffic, chat. Traffic. So EA, huh? EA is now owned by a Middle Eastern conglomerate. Interesting choices. How do you think this is going to fare out? Here's a real question. How is this going to affect individual contracts for like players for like the Madden games or the NFL, you know, or FIFA or what have you? Like, I really wonder how this is going to affect their actual contracts for like game other than Saudi. Yeah, other Saudi owned gaming companies. Monopoly, pretty much. Wait, Fatal Fury? Or percent of GTA, 5%. So the thing is though, is like, this means that they've been investing money in a very similar fashion into gaming as very similar to how China has been. See, here's the thing. I'm not outraged. I know that there is outrage. I'm not personally one of those people that brokered by Kushner too. Yep. No, I know that they are the esports cup. Like, that's the thing. I'm not actually outraged by any of this. I understand that there is outrage over it, but well before, yeah, no, and it's true. He was well before the White House. Yes, that is valid and very true. People act like he got the deal because of that. He was doing that before. It's true. Because of orangey law. Oh my God. Well put. Well played, sir. Well played. Okay, so I think the 4K grass might be a little too much. We're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to pop that one out. There's a reason for that. It's because performance. Got a chunk of Uber as well. But the thing is, though, is like, so if it was an American corporation buying into companies in these other countries, nobody would have a problem with it at all. There would be no outrage. Or buying into European, companies in European countries or whatever. There would be zero outrage. But and the funny thing is, though, is I do find it very odd that people get very outraged when, oh, well, a bunch of very wealthy Saudis buy into gaming, game developers and publishers, or buy into American or, other global corporations, right? Or when China does it, right? It's like, why does it matter? Why is it okay for the West to buy into companies and corporations in some of these other countries, but it's not okay for them in turn to then invest? Like, it doesn't, my brain goes, this makes zero fucking sense. Why are you so mad? Like, why are you mad, bro? You know what I mean? Don't be mad. If anything, EA going from being publicly traded to privately owned might make for better quality stuff, because then they don't have to worry about, and Slider mentioned this yesterday, they don't have to worry about the quarterly freaking growth to keep the fucking shareholders happy, right? Why can't the West invest in China to push ideals, but China can't invest to push ideals, is what you're saying? Yeah, right? Why can the West do it, but China can't? Or, or why can the West do it? And because here's the thing, the West can always seems to invest all over the place and push our ideals, right? Remove all the ideals of right or wrong. Yeah. Make it pure business. Yeah. Well, no, and that's the thing. You won't see Middle Eastern baddies in any FPS games. That's for sure. No, absolutely. You go to Eastern European, yeah, big East European baddies incoming. Yeah, yep. Blended generic bad guys. Yeah. Oh wow. I keep forgetting how like switched on this head tracking can be. It's actually kind of insane. Well, I mean, with Activision and Call of Duty, it's been they've spent a lot of time focused on the Middle East. With Battlefield, it has been a little bit more Eastern European. Wait, what? Hold the freaking phone, bro. Yeah, I already know that that was wrong. Hold on. Why? What? This is, what was that playlist even? What the? I swear to God. Oh, I know why. Because it went into recommended playlist afterwards. That's not what I wanted. So we're going to switch this over. God damn it. It's like, that's not what I wanted, bro. Jeez. So we may have accidentally hit a wall because Dad was not paying attention. Yeah. Because I was too busy yakking. Fake Landistan. Immaterial, we know what they mean. It's more, it's like none of the locations in the games are IRL countries anymore. That's why we go to simulators, right? Well, I mean, if you look at games like Arma Reforger, though, they're definitely real. Like Caucasus, the Caucasus region, that is southern, you know, Eastern Europe. It is 100% definitely a real region, and it's a mill sim, but it's Bohemia Interactive, so I don't think they give a shit. So it's probably going to continue that way. They will be allowed to tell those stories, just can't use IRL representations. Here's the thing, though, is honestly, there's a reason why. I get it. I understand why. It's because using real life, real representations of real world locations can sometimes be insensitive as fuck, right? All right, so we're on our way. We're heading up to Oregon. Oh my God, where are you going? Jesus, bro. Okay, bus on one side, truck on the other. That made me... I forgot this physics the physics setup I have now makes the truck very sleepy. Make the wrong statement in your game, get called to Riyadh. I would hope that doesn't happen. That would be fucking terrifying. I'll be honest, I don't know who that is. Yep. I do not know who that is. Although I probably should, I don't. Went back for a wedding license? Okay, we got to be careful. Sleepy truck. We got to be careful. We don't want the EP truck. No EP. Okay, so we're just gonna dial. It says 75, but we're gonna dial it in for about, as you can see, 65. That's the hope. Hopes and prayers, chat. Hopes and prayers. He had spoken against MBS. Oh. Imposed exile, went to embassy for wedding license. Yikes. Jesus. That's horrifying. You're not equipped really these days. Otherwise, I mean, that's fair. I have no intention of traveling to the Middle East at any, and it's nothing against, it's nothing against them in any way. It's just I have no interest. Oh no, don't apologize. I don't find it insulting. I don't find it insulting in any way, shape, or form. I'm not insulted. He took his life for that. So he was imposed into exile. He went back to get a wedding license. Never seen again, was dismembered. He had spoken against MBS. Okay. Here's my thing though. Okay, fine. You know, he spoke out against them, what have you, right? Why would he have to go back to get a wedding license? If he was in exile, why would he have to go to them to get a wedding license in the first place? That's my question. He worked for a paper, wrote against, yeah. I kind of gathered that much, yeah. Major moment in international politics. No, I believe it. I absolutely believe it. But yes, it's not a situation that I am personally familiar with. I do absolutely own that. I'd have to dig deeper. I'm sure he has a valid reason. Obviously he wasn't. I have a... Okay, it's just the truck. The sound I'm hearing is coming from the truck. I thought it was something else, but it's not. It's coming from the truck chat. I keep forgetting some trucks have a slightly more resonant squeak to them because of physics. Looks like he needed documents from home for a local license, so he lured... Oh, so they lured him there with that. So even worse. And then MBS has very direct connections to Kushner. So people go, okay, you know, that's fair. I can understand why people would make that connection and get kind of iffy about it. Are you fucking kidding me? What? Okay. I don't know what's been happening lately, but it seems to have become a daily occurrence that sometime in the afternoon my PC shuts down and restarts. Which is very obnoxious. What is that? What in the hell is that? Chat, you guys see that? What's going on the screen, right? All right, hold on. I got to crawl under the desk. That's fun. Have I considered not doing it? Doing what? It's not like I am intentionally doing the letting the PC reset. It's not purposely. Just seems to be what is happening for whatever reason. Okay, well, let's get back into this. Hold on, my bot is down. So let's see what we can do here, chat. All right, number one, let's do space. That back running. Okay. Hi, YouTube. Hope you're having a great day. Oh my God. All right. There. Okay. Run in normal mode, bro. Hi, Saracel. Oh, really? You're gonna... Okay, all right. Listen. Saracel has... There you go. You get emotes only. It's the only way you can communicate in chat right now, at least on Twitch. If you're over on YouTube, you guys can still talk because this only counts for Twitch. This only counts for Twitch. YouTube, you guys, if you want to talk over there, you still got free reign. Okay, so don't worry about it. Hi, Saracel. Don't listen. Just behave yourselves, okay? Yeah, this world don't love me. Don't give me no rock and roll. Yes, this world don't love me. Don't give me no rock and roll. I don't want to have to redo the frickin' Windows install, cause it's such a pain in my balls. Why is universal print? It's per failed with an error. Oh, performance data for the service will not be available. God damn it. All right. Shit. What in the actual hell is... Give me honey. No, no honey. Ew. That sounds gross. There you go. Now you can use words again like normal people. System rebooted without cleanly shutting down. Why? Graphic, honey in the, what? Give me 2 in the what? Calm down there, too, Slat. No, you calm down. Don't worry. You just said honey jam, right? Yeah, like. Legacy signature. Oh my god. All right, let's get a couple of things going here. Okay, so it's probably not. I'm wondering if it is quite possible that the power supply is starting to be a pain in the ass. To be fair, this power supply is got some age to it. It is a 1,000 watt Corsair RMI 1,000 watt power supply, but it is also what 6 years old. Yeah, I think it is a 6-year-old power supply at this point. It's been in 3 different builds. 7 years. 7 years. 3 different builds over the course of 7 years. Wait, hey, we're not boofing anything. I don't want to hear that. That is just the weirdest goddamn thing, okay? No boofing. No boofing. What this my question is this. What is it with people in the why the boofing? Why? It's efficient? Says who? Sorry to Hank Hill. Oh my goodness. Let's go to actually, is there any way to just have this set to no. I don't want it at 0 RPM. I want it there. Apply those changes. So I don't know. Like, I don't have any overclocks or anything. Like, the processor's not overclocked. My RAM's not overclocked. I always plug science, capillary, soft tissue uptake.
Oh, hell no.
Ever since I moved, the PC has been a bitch. Like, okay, if we set it to 0 RPM, what happens? Goes to 0 RPM. If we go advanced control, what happens? Absolutely. Oh, now the fan speed? That's sus. It is. I mean, here's the thing. This problem is fucking power supplies. When I bought this power supply, brand new, it's like $150 for a 1,000-watt power supply. I bet you I'm not gonna find that same price. It's it's not gonna be. So we're gonna have a quick look here. Oh, holy shit! I mean, listen, that's pretty. I don't care who the fuck you are. That is a one beautiful ass. Ooh, that is nice. I'd rather get it in black though, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, we're getting distracted, chat. Dad is getting distracted. Okay, we need power supply. Oh, I won't use anything less than $239. Okay, we'll go back with the Corsair because it works. Kill it, RGB and white. What am I at a rave? Yes. Does it come with a pacifier? Yes. Unz, unz, unz is best music, bro. Best in all of Europe, bro. Might as well make sure. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Unz, unz, unz. Best music, bro. Excuse me. Fucking lowest price. Thank you. Small form factor. There is no way you are getting a small form factor 450 watt power supply for $9.99. I call bullshit. Okay. Neither here nor there. Let's down through. It's got to be modular. Oh, a whole bunch of extra freaking cables in there gumming shit up. Okay, $197.89 for the RM1000E. Fully modular, 80 plus gold, ATX 3.0, and PCIe 5.0 power compliant. Open box. All right, well, that's open box. That doesn't mean I'll be able to get it where I need it. Let's see. Let's have, yeah, 450 watt. Cute. I like cute. So, I mean, right? I would, yeah, see, it's not where I need it. Fuck. $219. Oh, these are on clearance. All right, they have sold at shit on a stick. I like cute stuff. You'd love me then. Okay, let's go with the shift. Or next one. Online sold out. Oh, come on, man. Seriously? 10 available. Modular design, ATX 3.1 certified, PCIe 5.1 compatible, compact size for improved cable management. Okay, ultra flexible embossed cables with low profile combs. All right, well, that's decent. So it comes with pre-sleeved cables. Nice. Our pants Genon? Our what? Wait, what? Triforce?
Oh, hell no.
No, I refuse. I don't want to be Ganon. I'm Link. I am and always will be Link. I don't want to have to test this goddamn power supply, okay? Like, I'm just... Is it bad that I'm like, I'm legitimately lazy AF when it comes to fixing my goddamn PC now? I don't want to have to like do any of this. I just want it to work. Here's the crazy part. You know the crazy part? Take this drink and nod. We'll see you at 5. Here's the thing. I used to have no problem with problem solving, with tracking down like bug hunting in software and tracking down issues and getting out like a multimeter and taking things apart and testing individual components and finding out what was burned out, doing the repair work. Now, I have no patience for it. I don't give a shit. I will build my own stuff, but I'm not tracking down problems. I'm not looking for a bad cap or whatever, like a bad capacitor. And this is going to sound shitty, yeah. But I throw money at it now. I mean, okay, so we've found one that I'm actually pretty happy about. $234.99. So $235. They have 10 of one. I don't have the money for that right now, but the shit you fix isn't that expensive. A car, sure. PSU for $1,200. I mean, it's the thing is though, is like, holy God, okay, that's not you don't even need a motherboard. That's just a CPU. It's 9800 X3D, and the power supply is 830. Glad I'm just looking at power supply. Holy shit. For stuff that's hooked into mainline, step down shit, give me a break. Oh, well, no. But my problem is like, I'm cheap, okay? I am a cheap ass motherfucker. If I can do shit on the cheap, I want to do it on the cheap. And the cheaper, the better. You know where to be. Yeah, I know where to be cheap. Yes, I do. Here's the thing. Honestly, the power supply is never a component that you should ever cheap out on. It is critical chain, and I do know that. And yes, what Slider is actually saying is correct. While I'm sitting here just kind of being memeish about it, everything Slider is saying is correct. Power supply is critical chain. 100% absolutely critical chain. You do not cheap out on a power supply. You do not buy the $50 power supply because, oh, well, it fits within a budget. You instead go, okay, well, my PC doesn't work. It's not going to be working until I can afford to buy this component because this component is so crucial. Shame on you for implying other people should do it, is my point. Well, no, everybody else should. Listen, I don't want to spend the money, but everybody else should. Do as I say, not as I do. The hypocrisy is real right now, chat. Do what I mean, not what I say. So, okay, here's the thing, and hear me out. If you cheap out on the PSU, you may as well set it on fire at that point. I mean, you're probably not wrong on that. 80s Ellison quote, also true. So, Ellison, oh my God. Here's Larry Ellison. Fucker, you had to throw him in there, huh? You had to break out the 1980s Larry Ellison, didn't you? You son of a bitch. It's fair. So the hypocrisy is real. This ends up being the same kind of idea as a chef who does not cook at home because they spend their entire day cooking food, or so they don't want to cook when they get home, or the car mechanic who refuses to work on their own cars because they've spent all day working on other people's broken ass shit. Or, so when they go to fix their own stuff, they cheap out on it. Same with electricians, plumbers, carpenters, contractors. They will build to above and beyond code for other people, but when it comes to fixing their own shit, they will cheap the fuck out on it, right? Yeah, that's where I sort of am now, right? Yeah, I just paid my buddy for this box. All right. Bye, Sarah Sale. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. If I built a PC, it would not go with... No. And that's the thing. The memes and the joking aside, $235 to buy a replacement power supply really isn't that bad. This is the thing. This is my guess. This is what I actually think the problem is, because it seems to just like be... There's nothing else, right? Oh, no, always buy a modular. Look, listen, there is no reason why in this day and age you do not, and this goes for OEMs too. SIs, system integrators, stop being so fucking cheap. Modular power supplies. Give your extra freaking the cables for that power supply to the fucking client. Stop being fucking cheap about it, okay? You already get a deal on these things anyways. Stop being a cheap ass, right? I relied mostly, yeah. Well, and that's the thing. So I've got 7 years out of the RMI 1000 watt that's in there, but I think it's starting to show its age. It's starting to show its age. I think, you know, 7 years is good, and it seems to be, you know, it doesn't know anything. Get Steam back up here. What is a modular? It means that the cable, you have to plug the individual cables into the power supply, so that you don't have to have extra cables in there if you don't need them. So you don't end up with this freaking rat's nest of cables coming out of the power supply that you can't put anywhere. They're just there in a nest. Whereas with a modular, you plug the cable into the, like for your all of your components, so you can actually have just the power wires, the power connectors that you need for your components without having all the extra crap. But then you have all these extra cables that come with it that are sitting there. Zap straps for the win. I mean, I love me some zap straps. Someone might be wondering, why do you have a pin? Well, because I have a family thing set up so my kids can access some of the games in my library. Sounds sexual. I mean, it sounds sensual. Not, why do you have to make it weird? Slider. Really? Always with the weirdness. All right. So I'm wondering, let me go back in here. Yeah. So here, I guess the best way to explain it, I'm gonna look back at that in a second. We'll go back to where we were. Power supplies. We're gonna go with Corsair. And best match, lowest price. The reason that I chose Corsair is because I have great experiences with Corsair. Every other power supply I've tried to use is broken. So the one we were just looking at, go back down to where it is on the page here. This one. So on the back side, as you can see, so this is for the inside. So none of the cables are actually plugged in, but it's clearly marked, right? Your 12 volt your 12 volt 2x6, your motherboard, right? All your SATA, and then your CPU and PCIe, right? So you literally have everything marked out, and you plug in only what you need, nothing extra. But then you have like a power strip, but for the inside of your computer. So And the beautiful thing about having this is then you don't have a bunch of, like, normally it used to be, and I'll show you guys because they still make these things. So this one here, the 550, right? See how on the inside it's got this one giant freaking honking big old freaking, just to clarify, zap straps, dirty stitches, drift stitches, zip ties. But that has all of the connectors coming out, like, so all of your freaking power is coming out in this giant freaking, and then it's split for what you need. But then you end up with this giant rat's nest in your computer of all of these extra cables that aren't being used that you have to try to fucking stuff somewhere to allow for better airflow in your computer. So this is more of your traditional, right? And then actually, and this actually kind of, so this is what they classify as a semi-modular, right? So your main power inside for your motherboard and your CPU comes straight out, and then you've got like modular like this, right? Just for your extra components. So that's not as bad, but still, like, it's, no, you don't, here's the thing, you don't need adapter and extra cables. So these come with the cables. You don't have to buy them separate. They come with the cables. So yes, it's $235. You don't have to buy the cables for this. It comes with the cables. These are the cables that it comes with. Modular makes for cleaner builds. Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely. And Corsair's actually gotten really smart because they're actually sleeving their cables now, which is really nice to see. So it comes with the cables. I have not seen one of these power supplies not come with the cables. Yeah, clean cabling every time. Connect only what you need using the sleek embossed cables with low profile combs to make installations breathe. Right? So it does come with the cables. You don't have to buy them extra. You don't have to buy the adapters extra. Yep. And have extra for later if you do any kind of expansion or upgrades on your PC. Yes. All right. So yeah. I don't care about any of that. I'm looking at, what is universal print and why does it keep doing this? Yeah, see. System is rebooted without cleanly shutting down first. This error could be caused if the system stopped responding, crash, or lost power unexpectedly. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Okay. Now that we've... Oh, that is not what I wanted. Okay. Let's get back. All right. Nothing updated? No. Okay, we're pulling the 4K. We're going to pull the 4K graphs out because I feel like that was just a little too much. But it's weird because it's very intermittent. And that's the thing, like, I don't have anything overclocked. Processor's not overclocked, RAM's not overclocked. You know, I don't have so the CPU's not overclocked, and, you know, the GPU's not overclocked. It's just very, very strange. But what we're gonna do here, we're going to pull 4K graphs out. Bottom. Right, let's pull that. Okay. Rightio. Well, it wasn't. So the thing is, it wasn't a mod that caused this, by the way. Just for if anybody was wondering, it's not a mod that caused this. It was quite literally just for whatever reason the computer has been very, very touchy about things since the move. Don't mind me. I'm just keeping an eye on things because it's not thermal throttling that's causing. It's not even thermals that's causing it. So I don't. It's just I'm just very kind of I find it very strange. It just doesn't make sense. I'm not licking it. Microsoft update? Definitely wasn't an update, no. Update wouldn't cause power problems. Steam Tuesday, blow it. I mean, maybe blowing it might help. I don't know. It's quite possible. So GPU temp, let's see. GPU temp is only 41C. GPU hotspot is 44C. GPU temp, mem temp is 66C, and the CPU is running at like 50. So. Sorry, I've got to. Okay, there we go. All right, well, job's still in progress. All right, that was missed spam. Okay, there we go. I was just clearing something up, having a quick chat with. Oh, there we go. Okay, and all right, there. Let's get back into what we're doing. Bow, bow, bow. Well, at least it remembered where we were. I mean, here's the thing, like I'm watching, like, frame rate's good. GPU utilization is only about like 72%. Right? GPU temp 48 degrees C, or yeah, 48 degrees Celsius. The hot spot is only 62 degrees Celsius. MEM temperature, I mean, it's 78 degrees Celsius. It's a little high, but you know. And the GPU or the CPU under load right now, it's only using 25%, but loaded up, it's only running at like freaking 50 degrees Celsius. So it's not like the computer's running super hot or anything. And I'm watching power usage. Like, the GPU's not pulling a whole lot of power. It's only pulling about between 220 and 240 watts out of a 1000 watt power supply, right? And I know when I got the 9070 XT that there was a ton of overhead on this car, like I made sure of it actually. And that's the one thing I want to remind everyone is when you're building a computer, because how crucial power is, the power supply should always be overrated for what you are building. Because then it gives you extra power for if you want to do upgrades, if you want to say go from a lower end graphics card to like a higher end. So say you've got a PC with a 5060, well, you know, a 750 watt power supply might be great at the start, but if you had an opportunity to throw a 5090 in there, you're not going to be able to run that 5090, so you're going to end up having to buy the graphics card and the power supply. Whereas you're actually better off buying a higher end, higher capacity power supply, because then you have the overhead. And by the way, when you're using a good power supply, just because it says it's a 1000 watt power supply does not mean that your computer is instantly using 1000 watts either. That's not how it works. Just for the record, it does not work like that. But it's surprising how many people actually think it does so. But that's the thing. I've always built computers with the mindset of being able to upgrade. All right, well, we're back on the road at least, so. I might just have to take the gaming rig completely apart and just, I might actually have to take the time and just do some work on it. Much as I don't want to. I'm starting to think it might not even be optional at this point. I might just have to do it. I know that it says 80 mile an hour, but we're gonna throw it into 62 and just call it done and be happy with it. Yeah, GPU memory temp is slowly creeping up. It shouldn't be. This card's rated for some pretty high temperatures, though. Honestly, I just think what it is it's just the power supply is finally getting antsy. So it might just be time to, number one, completely dismantle this PC, clean every single component, like take the components apart, do a little bit of scrub down, right, including all the fans and everything. Just go over everything with a fine-tooth comb, as it were. And then maybe just do some component testing, get the multimeter out, do some component testing. Honestly, I hope it's nothing serious, but I'm gonna have to start preparing to throw out the money to replace the power supply just in case. Like, that's the best place to start. Because all it's been is just, it's just completely just doing a shutdown, but there doesn't seem to be anything that's causing the shutdown outside of, it's power. It just shuts down and restarts the PC. But nothing else is shutting down. Like, the streaming PC is perfectly fine. It's just the gaming rig itself. So. Hi, Rookie. How are you? It is what it is. I mean, it's not a great situation, but, you know. Oh. We just cut somebody off. Oregon. Heading up to Oregon from Colorado. Why? Because I'm hauling like 20,000 pounds of wood panel. That's why. Why not? Why wouldn't I take a load up to Oregon? What's wrong with Oregon? You got what? You got a problem with the Pacific Northwest or something? Are they not allowed to build? Because that's where the job told me to go. Oh, they're not. So Oregon's not allowed to have lumber from other places? Fucking rude. That's awful rude. Jeez. Rude. Only, no. At the rate things are going, y'all ain't getting any Canadian lumber anytime soon. That's for damn sure. I don't think it's mean. It's fair. Y'all want it for damn near nothing. So the trading deals is like kind of terrible. Seem to be doing all right. It's looking like I might have to purchase a brand new power supply for the gaming rig though. The move went through fine. She's actually, today's office day, so she has 5 hours worth of driving today. To get to the office and back again, it's a 5-hour drive total. There and back, so today is a much longer day. I've been up since before 5 a.m. so it's getting adjusted to new schedules. I have a lot more space to work with. No, it's Tuesday. We're gonna swing back into doing trucking on Tuesdays. Might be American Truck, might be Euro Truck Simulator 2, might be the Australian Outback Trucking, whatever, you know. So Tuesdays, we're bringing it back. Trucking on Tuesdays. Tuesday is guaranteed to be trucking. Unless sponsorship. Sponsorship games are always going to come first. Just how we roll. Trucks Day? No, are you talking about Thor's Day? No. I mean, Trucks Day, I guess you could call Tuesday Trucks Day. I wouldn't though, personally. It's just, you know. All right, here we go. Thanks for coming in, chat. Appreciate it. What day is The Sims? No days. Dad does not play. You guys already know I don't play The Sims. Why? I'm not really a fan. It's not a thing for me. No Sims. It's just not my kind of game. It's not my bag. What's on Wednesday? Whatever I feel like. Tuesday is the only day that I actually have set as a scheduled day specific for trucking. That's the only day that is a set day. We're bringing it back. All right, so other than the fact that the gaming rig crashed earlier for no real true apparent reason other than it was being a bit of a dick. Well, yes, I will be looking at road trip and coaches, yes. I do firmly believe that those are important, going to be important modules for American Truck and Euro Truck, respectively. So while we're trucking though, you guys can't see it, but it doesn't show up as part of the overlay. I actually have a metrics overlay that shows like the PC and what it's doing right now. So I'm just watching things like the CPU power, and the GPU power usage. You know, I'm also power usage for both components. I'm also watching temps, you know, fan RPMs and stuff like that. So, again, I'm just trying to keep my eye on things and see like what is going on. Honestly, I still have to redo operating system as well. I still have not redone the operating system on this PC, and I was going to do that during the week that I was off, during the move, and other things got, you know, other things came between me and redoing the operating system, so it didn't actually get done. Didn't get handled. We're definitely gonna need to stop something. No, this isn't a new PC. No. Why would I leave the old one behind? I have 2 computers. Why would I leave them? No, I'm having power supply issues with the gaming computer. This just started about a week ago. Random restarts for no reason, like just shutting down, and when you go into Event Viewer, all it shows is that there was just a sudden power drop. But it's only affecting the gaming PC. And it's only when it's under load. So all I'm doing is I'm just monitoring things because it's becoming a bit of a problem. But no, the idea was, while I was in the process of moving, is I was going to take the time to redo the operating system and the software for the gaming PC, and unfortunately I did not have the time to do that and get it done. And the issue is now that the issue that I'm having right now is that it's just, it's 2 days of work to redo the operating system and reinstall everything fresh. It's 2 days of work. So that's 2 days of downtime. Oh, see, and that's the thing. That's definitely not a problem, because the GPU I'm using is actually using less power than the 3080 Ti that I had in there. But the 1000-watt power supply that I have been using is also 7 years old. It is a Corsair RMI 1000, right? The 1000-watt power supply, 7 years old. This is the 3rd build that it's been in. So honestly, if the power supply is starting to act a little funky, it's due a replacement. It's 7 years old. It's been in 3 different PC builds. All performance PCs for gaming. So, you know, like, it's not out of the ordinary or unusual. It doesn't strike me as weird in any way that it might be, you know, starting to have a few problems. I mean, as we know, computer components are not designed to last forever, right? So, oh, scheisse. Okay, you know what? Normally I would go around, but we're not messing with that right now, so we're just gonna get over. Normal life of a power supply can be upwards of 10 years depending on the use of the PC. But again, when you've had the same power supply in 3 different computer builds, and they've all been high performance builds for specifically geared around gaming, I mean, you know, like, it's 7 years. Honestly, 7 years out of a power supply is good. Oh, we gotta behave. That's the cop in front of us. All right, be good. Don't you fret none. Oh yeah, no, I have two separated power bars, like power strips underneath the desk that have their own own fuses as well. And each computer is on their own separate. That's done intentionally. Oh, wow. All right, we got highway. We had highway patrol and state right there. Interesting. An APC is honestly, that is something that I should technically, I think I should have. I don't have an APC. And that is something I should have. Like I have voltage protected power strips, but I don't have an AP. I don't have APCs. So if the power did go out here, well, all my stuff is going to shut off. But at least I'm like it's protected. It's surge protected. So there is that. Technically, I should be running APCs though. I really should be. Okay, nope. There, how? How are you? No. I'm going around you sons of bitches. I ain't got time for this. I don't have time for your crap right now. I've got places to be. I can't be like traipsing all the way. Ooh. Oof. Oh, we snuck past it. Shh. You didn't see that, chat. It did not happen. Before we get too much further. Okay, so that's Salt Lake. Can I not? You know what? Let's. I should be able to get to it from here, right? Oh, look at that sunset. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that sunset. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Oh yeah. That is gorgeous. Ooh. I don't care, it's fake. Still looks beautiful. Who cares? God, you're such a pessimist. Can't you just appreciate the pretty things in the video game? Why you gotta be so mad about it? Why can't you appreciate the prettiness even in a video game? Just because it's fake, it's still pretty. Look at it. Look at it, rookie. Look at it. No, no. Nope. Stare. You stare directly into the sun, rookie. Stare at it. Accept its beauty. To be fair, I'm using Project Next Gen, which is just even better and more realistic looking skyboxes than what SCS has given us. Mods, chat. Remember, 209 of them? Makes my computer weep. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get up here. We're gonna get into the rest stop. We're gonna grab some fuel. And then while we're doing this and then getting our rest period taken care of, I'm gonna take a moment to get up, stretch, grab a short break. Why are we running, Tuttle? By the way, chat, did you know that today is the last and final day for September? Did you know that? Which actually means that you, if you're subbing, are getting a deal. You hurt a lot? Why? What did you do? Why do you hurt? Did you go to the gym? Did you work out? So I remember having to do that. Rotor. What do you mean rotor to the foot? As in like brake rotor? That sounds like it hurts, and that sucks, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. Okay, so we're gonna get some rest here. Apparently it is 5 a.m. and raining, so this is about the time that I actually woke up today, and it wasn't raining when I woke up this morning in real life, but it was dark AF, so I'm gonna leave you here. If you did that at work, I'd ask for that sweet workers' comp. Exactly. Chat. Get up, stretch your legs. I'm gonna grab a short break. When I come back, we'll pick this up where we left off. All right, chat. Hi. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate that. Let's get back into the truck. Ugh. This rain kind of sucks balls. So what is your problem with the game and it being fake? Why? Just because it's fake doesn't mean it can't suck. Why you gotta be such a hater, rookie? It can still suck in a game. Sir. Why are you being so pessimistic? What is the deal? Hater. How's the haterade taste, bro? Speaking of haterade, hold on. Sure. Okay, no, we're fine. All right, we're good. Driving in the rain is never fun, even in a simulator. Oh, be cool. Listen, somebody kick Rookie out and leave him on the side of the road so he can scream at the cop. Rookies are bait. They're the ones getting arrested. Okay? I'm just saying. What? What do you mean you can't hear me? Don't, can't hear you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Rookie's gonna get tossed out of the car or out of the truck and put in front of the cops. This is your punishment for trolling. Привет. Suka. I'm pretty sure I'll get bleated for that, but you know. Anyway, back on the road. The junior officer who beams down with Captain Shh. Hi, T-Vale. I'll probably get canceled for saying that, for doing the. I'll get bleated. I already know how that's gonna go. I'm just throwing random shit out there now because, you know, it sounds funny to me, even though I know it's not. Hey, easy with the slaps. By the way, chat, just so we're being clear, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be here. It could be anywhere on Twitch. If you are ever going to be kind to your favorite streamer, today is the day. It is the last day of September. And if you're giving out 5 or more, Valorant, i.e. Twitch, is giving away extra subs on top of that. Can a frog jump higher than a house? Of course. T-Vale? You do listen. The pun tax has to be paid daily here, okay? This isn't you just you subscribe and then you get freedom on the puns. No, it's a daily thing. Y'all need to understand the pun tax is daily. You want a pun, you got to pay the tax. It's like crossing the troll bridge. That's right, paywalls. That's right, John. Exactly, paywalls. It's all about the paywalls. We were accused of having paywall content on Twitch, and by Jove, we have it. Pun tax. That's right, that big, the big and beautiful wall. The one Canada's about to build along our border. Keep all the crazies in the south out. I'm glad so many of you guys actually have a fucking sense of humor. Don't give them any ideas. I'm truly glad that my American friends do have a sense of humor. Yeah, we're gonna make Argentina pay for it. Jesus, don't cry for me, Argentina. Oof, we got Crown Royal. So, our whiskey's still better. Who cares? Dude, Crown Royal is like, is bottom shelf junk here in Canada. What are you talking about? Crown Royal is bottom shelf. It's bar rail. That's the $1.50 shot. I wish I was kidding. It's like the $1.50 shot. Listen, whiskey has one flavor and one flavor only, and that is whiskey. As soon as you start doing other things with it, it's no longer whiskey. As far as I'm concerned, you're turning it into a fucking liqueur. It's a brandy. Whiskey shouldn't have flavors. It's not some bougie ass thing, all right? It's whiskey, all right? It's like fucking with scotch. It has its initial flavor, its initial notes, but that's it, right? Don't fuck with it. You don't add shit to it to make it like taste like cherries or taste like chocolate. No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just let it be what it is. Whiskey, bourbon, scotch, vodka, rum, right? Now the spiced rum, and the problem is when you get into the dark liquors, such as like your scotches, your whiskeys, your rums, and things like dark spiced rums and stuff like that, is it's actually it's harder on the body to process it too, right? Hey, yeah, Dominican rum, as in i.e. 151, that shit's deadly, man. That stuff is dangerous. I haven't had good Dominican 151 in a very long time. That stuff was lethal. I remember having friends coming back from like the Dominican Republic, from the DR, or coming back from vacation in Jamaica and bringing back like real good rum from the DR, from Jamaica, and it was like, ooh, you couldn't get stuff that good in bottle in the liquor store. It was just not possible. It was an experience. Sunrise, baby. Ooh, so pretty. Believe me, I'm not crap talking Dominican rum. I'm not. It is quite tasty. I might have to get over here, so just in case. Nope, we're good. We're fine. We can keep going. No stopping for us. Honestly, feels pretty good to be in the peat today. Oh, God damn. What in the actual... Well, it was better that I did that and avoided the accident than got stuck behind something and I don't know what in the actual... Who's the bozo who's slowing shit down over here? What the F? Old doctor gave up coffee for orange juice, but did not mention... John? Pun tax, sir. Paywalls. Jesus. Gave up coffee for orange juice, but did not mention vodka. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hey, look, we're into Nevada. We're into Nevada, chat. Here we go. Fake Nevada. Is that better, rookie? We're in fake Nevada. At least it's a decent representation, okay? We can't have one-to-one accuracy like DCS World. Okay? I don't think somebody wants to have, you know, a petabyte installation for frickin' game DLC on their PC. Something, actually, you know, something I might consider doing too. I might have to look at how much it'll cost me to repad and repaste. Well, repasting is not a problem, but redoing, because here's redoing the pads, the thermal pads on the graphics card. Hear me out. GPU manufacturers, and this is across the board. It doesn't matter if you're getting a founder's card from NVIDIA or otherwise. The issue is that they always use the cheapest fucking thermal pads they can get their hands on when they're building their graphics card. So I'm wondering if maybe I should just actually repad and repaste this card, because that doesn't void the warranty either. If anything, it's the last thing that's it doesn't void the warranty, because you're actually doing something that's going to improve the longevity and lifespan of the equipment by doing that. I was looking at Ships at Sea game. Really want some detailed sailing sim with various powered boats, not sails, but none seem to provide the world similar to MSFS. Yeah, I've seen that Ships at Sea. It looks interesting, but it is definitely an interesting looking game. We're heading into DayZ's territory here shortly, chat. Just so you're aware, so you've been warned. We're heading into DayZ territory because it's Spooktober. So we're gonna be, you know, Zambolano killing all the Zombolinis. We need to find. Oh my God. Fuel. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, I gotta get over. That needs to get over. Right. Just stay back. Thanks, bro. You're a freaking champ. We need fuel, and badly. Oh shit. Oop. Just floating around is easy, hard to add fun. In a boat? You're not just floating in a boat. Ships at Sea is actually got a Poseidon Adventure, that bitch. I mean, you don't have to. But Ships at Sea actually is a pretty solid overall like simulator, but you don't have, like, that's the thing, you don't have like the level of detail that you will find in like Microsoft Flight Sim. What's the market size? Honestly, I don't know. You check it out on Steam or Steam charts. I have no idea personally. I haven't bothered really looking at that level of detail for it, so can't say. I've just seen some reviews and it's reviewed fairly decently. $30-day average, 80 people. There you go. Yeah. Does it say how many people have purchased it through Steam? Yeah, it's a very small market. It's very niche. Bus Simulator gets more people. It is an interesting concept, but as we've already discussed here on numerous occasions, water is hard. Yeah, hard to invest into that. Full send. Who's full send? What? Are you full sending something? What? Who's full sending? Why are we full sending? Actually, I think tomorrow maybe we'll place some foundation. Oh God. Oh. I was kind of hoping we'd. Why? How am I stuck here? Well, I'm glad you want to go fast. I can't full send this freaking transport truck. What are you talking about, bro? Oh, we're as soon as we're done this run, we're gonna check something out. Slap my ass and sell me a 2-bedroom condo. I'm not selling. Listen, I'm not selling you my place. Okay, and besides, I can't because it's not mine. It's hers. So I can't sell you this place. It's a 2-bedroom condo. I might slap your ass, but I'm not selling you the condo. It's not happening. We are not speeding in the truck, Tuttle. Have you seen how freaking... Have you seen? Do you see how freaking... This thing is very top heavy. It's sleepy. This truck wants to lay down and go to sleep all the time. It has a lot of sway. We don't drive fast with a truck that had... Looks fine, he says. If I go over 65 in a corner, this thing will lay over on its side and go to sleep. as he does 70. We're almost up to 75. We're gonna be slowing this shit down. I am not doing this speed. Because this thing's got a mean lean in the corners right now. Oh yeah, here we go. Mm-hmm. Inspection time. Or not. We're just, you know what? We're just gonna sail through. Thank you. Apparently I misread that. I thought we were getting called in. Apparently we weren't. That's fine. It's just merging with morning freaking traffic. Love how Tuttle's like, so looks fine to me. The new Freightliner out only has 800 horsepower. This thing's only like 700 horse. Let's get back up to about 60 here, I think. There we go. All right, we're good. Locked in at 60. We were driving around in the new Freightliner, and then I decided we were going to switch over to the Pete. We're going to get into the Peterbilt for a little bit. Just for a change, for something different. I don't know what's happening up in front of us as we're coming up on Boise. That doesn't feel right. What? No, Elko. God damn it, Boise. What the frack was I reading? Chat, I swear I'm not drunk. I have not been drinking. Can't see enough militias. We're in Nevada. Can't see enough. Rather drive the T680 Next Gen. Sometimes I like getting in my big old freaking 389. Ooh, that was a... Shit, that truck looked pretty good. They all joined ICE. I mean, Rookie might not be wrong. All right, hold on. I gotta, oof. Yep, we're doing the one thing that we're not supposed to legally do. That's drive and text. Oh, choice. Get these lane closure that nearly never happen in the US. See, something like that doesn't bother me. We have lane closures like that here. They put it down to single lane on major highways. Sometimes it'll be single lane on either side. I understand what you mean, but I mean, that seems like such a tiny detail to be concerned about when there's so much more that there other, I think there are other details that SCS needs to work on. That one's just negligible. Again, to Rookie's point, and has been the point, like the economy. I also have a traffic mod that increases traffic flow, so if you're running unmodded, you wouldn't have encountered what I just did. Well, and that's the other thing too, is like, and that is the thing, 90% of the player base don't care, especially, and here's the thing, with it coming to consoles now, they're not going to go all in on the simulation because it's coming to consoles. They want people on console to have the same experience that we have on PC. Because it cuts down, here's the thing, is it cuts down on delay and lag time if the experience on PC and console is the same. Makes it so much easier for workflow. Yeah, exactly. You design software for the 99%, well, for the 90%, not the 10%, yes. Yeah. And that's the thing. So we know now, because SCS is finally bringing American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2 to Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5, so Xbox and PlayStation, that means that any of the gripes or complaints that a lot of people have on PC regarding things like physics or day-night cycle or seasonal changes, map size, economy, we probably won't see any major changes with those because they need to keep it simplified for a console market. Right? You do work in areas that benefit 99% of the player base, right? Don't waste time that only benefit 1% who notice, right? Beyond a gaming, it is triage. No, absolutely. Absolutely. When you don't fix the finger, you don't fix the finger when the heart is bleeding out. True. No, it's true. Oh, brakes. TVL thinks the heart is fine. Depends on where they are doing the work. Xbox player base disagrees, probably. Thing is, though, is after about 13 years worth of development time for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and 10 for American Truck, I think honestly, like them bringing over to, it's not TVL, it's actually Rookie that has. Anyway, software stakeholder BS is my world. Yep, balancing whales. Well, so for SCS Software specifically, they're not publicly traded. They're privately owned. They privately publish. They privately dev, right? They have their own in-house built-in game engine that they've designed from the ground up, right? Like they don't have to cater to shareholders. So there is that. Are the production, see, and the thing is though, is like, so it's better and way worse. I was mentioning that I've seen road work and work zones in IRL in the US set up like ATS. Yeah. Rookie was the one who was mentioning that, it seems ridiculous that they don't have And I think they should have better variability to that, but right, they do whatever the fuck they want in the US. I mean, that's true. It's true. Yep. Right. Exactly. Same road. But anyway, yeah, like, so because they're self-publishing and, you know, self-producing everything, it's like nothing there, no rules. Oh, that's true too. Right. So for SCS Software, specifically for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Sim, it's, you know, it is, they own it lock, stock, and barrel. It is there is no, you know, there's no equity firm, there's no shareholders or stakeholders that they have to please. There's no, you know, quarter over quarter, you know, growth projections that they have to have, right? So yeah, their whale is their payroll. Yeah. Yep. But here's the thing, is they seem to be doing all right. Like, for a smaller independent, and this is a thing, they are technically an independent because American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2 fall into what would be categorized as AA. They are an independent. They self-publish, right? They don't, and they're the only companies that they're beholden to are the truck manufacturers that they have licensing agreements with, right? The trailer manufacturers that they have the licensing agreements with, right? Whether it's European or American, either way, those are the only really, but the thing is they've paid for the licensing, right? So it's just a matter of whatever the agreement is that they've worked out with, you know, whether it's Peterbilt or Kenworth or, you know, like Volvo, right? It doesn't matter. They work out an agreement. SCS pays for the licensing to have these vehicles in. They do all the work and all the modeling, and boom, we get the trucks, or boom, we get the trailers. You know, it's kind of they're kind of, I give them a lot of credit because they are wholly unique in the gaming sphere and what the number one, what they do, but number two, in how they operate. They're kind of unique, and I truly enjoy it. Like, that's the one reason why Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator still get put into the gamer rotation. Shit hit the fan, I'd wager you see them take cash. I mean, it's quite possible. Oof, we just missed our turn. It's possible. Oh God, there we go. Okay, well, God, we didn't have any traffic to contend with. Oof. It could have been bad. What's amazing about all the e-banking QuickBooks these days, they'll offer you loans without even asking. Yeah, which is kind of crazy. We already took our driver's break, sir. We already took our driver's break. You get no turn at the wheel. You already know how I feel about you touching my things. You shipped my truck once. That was the end of it. You get no other chances. You only had to do it once. You fucked up. Folks, if you're just joining us, welcome on in. I'm your host, Scott. This is The Arcade. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Welcome back to the return of Trucking Tuesdays. So, Tuesday is the only day that I've got slated that is technically going to be scheduled where it will be trucking, whether it's Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator, or the Australian Trucking Sim when it comes out. But Tuesdays are guaranteed to be trucking. And this is the only day that I actually have that it is going to be set in schedule. Now, that is up for change. Say if I am approached by a game developer to do some sponsored work, like to check out a new title or whatever, then that will take top priority. But for now, for the foreseeable future, we're moving back into Tuesdays being trucking. So no matter what, chat, you are guaranteed at least one day a week where Trucking Simulator will be played on this channel. But I'm not going back to playing trucking full time. I can't do this full time. Once a week, I'm good. I can give you that. By the way, we are on our way up to Oregon. About 20,000 pounds of like particle board. Let's drop that speed down a little bit. Road trips and coaches won't be technically trucking though. Well, it's still a trucking, it'll be still part of a trucking simulator, so guess what? That means it falls under the trucking catalog. I see you trying to play that technicality, rookie, but it's not going to work. It'll be road trips and coaches are part of American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, so because it is still a trucking simulator, well, you can want, that doesn't mean you're going to get. No, you're not getting. First of all, we don't have any days that start with a C. And we're not doing trip days. We will do American Truck, Euro Truck, or the Australian Trucking Simulator on Tuesdays. Tuesdays is the only day that will happen, and that is the guarantee. Okay, moving forward. Get one day a week. No. Saturday does not exist. Okay, that's not a real day. I've been on this train way too long. That is not a real thing. Don't you start with me, sir. I'll fight you. Frickin' fight you. Told you once, I told you again. You gotta follow the bends in the road. All right. Ooh. We might do some flying tomorrow in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Now that I've got it set up and I've got all my modules reinstalled, we might. And by the way, when I say modules, it's all this paid content that I have for it. Oh God. Thanks, Audi. That guy was riding, that dude in the Lexus was riding so close to my ass, I'm pretty sure he kissed my bumper. Jesus. Oh my God. That is... Uh-huh. Yup. Yep, we did that. We hit the goddamn wall, chat. I was too busy yakking. It is not infinite. I was too busy yakking, not paying attention to the road again. Follow the bend in the road. So yeah, maybe tomorrow, possibly Thursday, we'll do some flight sim. I'll see how I feel in the morning when I get up though. I've got it reinstalled. I have all the paid modules that I own installed. I haven't done any mods. I think I'm going to steer clear of the mods and just keep what I've actually paid money for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Just having that stuff installed and no extra fluff or crap in the background. Again, trying not to kill the performance of Flight Sim. I want to be able to fly and enjoy it. No, that's that. I don't need to have, you know, like a 1 terabyte install for Flight Sim again. Frankly, that's a little ridiculous. Sir, you can't make up names for days. I'll terabyte you. Don't you threaten me with a good time. Actually, speaking of that, I do have to start looking at an OS drive replacement. So the M.2 that I run for my my main drive is sitting at 52% health, according to Smart.
You're messing with my Zen thing, man.
Hey, Golden21, thank you so much for 64 months. Oh, yeah, 64 months. By the way, that is 5 months away from 69. Light Slime, hey. F is not the letter. Why? Because the new database monitoring goes online with TikTok buyout? Wait, what?
If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of?
69, dudes!
Thank you so much for the 64 months in Tier 1 Golden. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Wait, what? What? New database monitoring goes online with the TikTok bio? I have... Why are we talking about that? What? Shocker, what? The guy who owns the largest database company in the world wants to store all the data for surveilling the world. Yeah, no, I understand, yes. I already knew about that. Yeah, the Gumball 3000? Yeah, it's a charity, yes. I'm familiar. Just get yourself a nice car. And do it up, Tuttle. Yeah, Larry Ellison, Oracle. Running the algo and retraining it for America. By the way, this drive is quite lovely. I'm rather enjoying this. I mean, I realize it might look very desolate because, you know, Nevada, but, you know, this is quite pretty. We're not hard lefting now, sir. Tuttle. That's the idea. Yeah, no, yeah. For America. No, so my main drive, my OS drive, according to the Smart rating that I got yesterday, it's at 52% health. So she's, you know, she's got a little bit of age to her. It's a little on the old side. It's not a drop. You're right. It's not a drop off. Then slip the 1 in 10 stuff. Yep, they're banking on people being now aware, then slip the 1 in 10 stuff. Yeah. By TikTok, 1 in 10 slip in a slightly more conservative post. Yep. So, well, then that's exactly it. It's to push. No, I know. I understand. I've been watching all of the stuff around that, and it's funny. A lot of the creators that I follow have already moved over to other platforms. They're already off of TikTok and they're already onto other platforms because they want no part of what's coming. I understand why. I get it. I understand. They don't want to be a part of that. Because it's the existing algorithm as it is that has actually made TikTok the platform that a lot of people watch content on, and for good reason. Like here's the funny thing is I'm constantly getting flooded daily now that I have access to be able to go live on TikTok. And I absolutely refuse. I'm not going live on TikTok. I refuse, not doing it. It's not gonna be a thing. 2-3 years ago, sure. You know, if I had, and that's the thing, like 2 or 3 years ago, had I gotten the offer to start live streaming on TikTok and multi-stream on that platform while I'm on Twitch, I'd probably consider it. But under the current circumstances as they are now with everything that's going on, not a fucking chance. Nope, not happening, right? I know who Red Bull Racing is. I know Ellison has Oracle, dude. Oracle runs the world. We fucking know who runs the databases. It's Oracle. Oh no, I'm aware. I'm aware of who Larry Ellison is. You don't work in tech and don't know who Ellison is. And you're right, Oracle has limitless cash. Ellison is absurdly rich. But Ellison also controls 90% of the global data. You don't know who Larry is and you're in tech, you don't know tech. Exactly. And that's, you're absolutely right. If you don't know about Oracle, you know nothing about Larry Ellison and the rise of Oracle and why it's important and how prolific it is globally, you're not in technology. You do not work in tech in any format. Yeah. Yeah, you're some little cog. I like tech to make money. No vision. Yes. You're just some cute little come lately. Yep. I would absolutely. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, secretarial. Yes. Okay, there's okay. We're gonna need to get some repairs just in case. I am not risking this. That is a repair shop. We're getting repairs. We are not risking this crap. Okay, we're not doing it. I refuse. Okie dokie. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my. Service recommendation, sure. That works. Okay. While we're here, let's do Lumish. Hey, that might be a little extreme. Chromatic aberration's a little too. Chromatic depth of field. Yeah. Oh god, that's terrible. Add-ons. Higher match all. Okay, yeah. Air draw calls, yeah. Okay. Maybe I don't. Doing the Luma Sharpen seems a little too freaking over the top. Okay, let's do that. All right, there we go. Oh, we're good on fuel still. I'm like, bro. Well, that could have been bad. Holy crap. I was not expecting a freaking concrete mixer. Rivelto has some problems from what I saw from the videos from Gumball. That doesn't mean it's inherently a problem with the Rivelto. It could be a problem just specifically with that car. Oil line nuts breaking and rear diff locking up. I mean, that's definitely a problem. Not going to deny that that's definitely an issue. Pretty big one too. But it could just be specifically that one. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's all Lamborghini Riveltos that are having that issue. It's just might be something to do with how that one is dialed in and tuned. Because let's be honest, there are people out there who are kind of shit at fixing their own stuff. I can't afford one anyway, so exactly. That's exactly it. Doesn't really affect me in my day-to-day, but you know. Well, that's a problem for Lamborghini to fix. I wouldn't worry about that too much though, honestly. At the end of the day, I would always look at that as that's something that's going to affect your daily day. Like, is that going to affect you on in your personal? Yeah, well, exactly. Is it going to ruin your commute? Because let's be honest, if you can afford a Rivelto, you can afford the repairs on it. If that is the vehicle that you are driving and you can afford to own that car, repairing it is not going to be a problem. It's not like Joe Blow down the street just saved up like, you know, 1.2 milli just to buy that car. No. You got money. Fixing it ain't a fucking problem. And the thing is, though, is, you know, that's one of those, you know, first world problems. Yeah, but that, honestly, that's for Lamborghini to sort out. And whoever the car owner is, that's for them to sort out. While I understand what you're saying, being mad at that or being upset about that or letting that affect you in any way is immaterial, considering the amount of those vehicles that are probably on the road is so minuscule that the chances of it actually happening to hurt someone are so astronomically high that it shouldn't even, it's not even Like we're talking in the 0.0001%, right? And exactly, and that's exactly it. That's what insurance is for anyway, right? Yeah, you can't sue for emotional distress. No, you can't. At least not for an not through insurance. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't like, that's the thing. I see stuff like that and I'm like, the odds of it happening to someone are so infinitesimally small that it's like, it doesn't even blip on my radar. Ooh, another beautiful sunset, folks. Another beautiful sunset. Before Rookie opens his mouth, I understand it's fake. It doesn't make it any less beautiful. Even then, proof damages. Yes. Exactly. I would be more concerned about Lamborghini Revueltos that are being used on track. But here's the thing, is the everyday driver, the one that I would be able to purchase if I had the money to purchase said car, is going to be built differently than the variant that is going to be used for GT3 or GT4 racing on track. I understand the safety concern, but it's, again, it's so infinitesimally small because of the low number of those units that have been produced globally. It's so infinitesimally small, it shouldn't actually concern you. Safety records of aircraft are more concerning than the safety record of that, is all I'm saying. Yeah, but I mean, what? There's maybe 300 or 400 of them in existence in the entire world. So when you, and we're talking about globally. It's a Revuelto, man, right? Like, and that's the thing, is it is so small of a chance that it is actually going to A, kill someone, or B, injure someone seriously, because there are so few of them in the world that it shouldn't even be a safety, it shouldn't even actually be truly something that you concern yourself with. And now I'm intellectualizing it. I'm, you know, doing the logic, like the logic behind it. I can't, that doesn't account for how just reading something like that makes someone necessarily feel. Right? Because sometimes fears and concerns come from an illogical place. So there's only 1,406 of them in the entire world. Now compare that to the number of, say, Toyota Tacomas on the road. And then do the math to figure out, right? Like, yeah. Well, no, and that's exactly it, right? You don't know why it failed. No, right? Maybe it took a rare puncture. Yeah. Maybe maintenance was done wrong. Exactly. Right? There are so many variables, right? And you can't account for all of those variables, right? Third-party maintainer did it because it's too expensive to maintain. Well, I mean, it could have just been like whoever the mechanic was working on it used cheap aftermarket parts because they were trying to cut costs on repair work, right? Like it's crazy. That's why NTSB and FFA investigate. Yes, yes, exactly. Because listen, how many airlines have been caught using substandard parts because they were trying to save a fucking dollar and a plane fell out of the fucking sky because of it? Because somebody's repair team was using substandard parts. Now, the mechanics didn't know they were using substandard parts. They were just using the parts that were provided to them by the airline to do the repair work. Right? Right? Exactly. I'd be more concerned with Tesla Cybertrucks. Those things have been recalled 6 times. Yeah. 8 times. 8 times? Holy shit. Well, exactly. And that's why the NTSB and the FFA investigate, right? Yeah. Absolutely, right? And 7 were like, yeah. They checked the sources. Yeah, and 7 of those were like freaking software updates that fucked up the Cybertruck. Ew. Ugh. Oh God. Oh Lord. Okay. I don't know where we're going. Oh, what is this? Construction site? Where in the Murder Hobo Road are we going? Where in the Murder Hobo are we headed? I think my dispatch is trying to get me killed again. Yep. We're on the Murder Hobo Road again. A 911 GT3R. Oh my God, yes, please. Ooh. See, here's the thing. That's one of my favorites. That is my youngest daughter, Day Dressed in Blues. Absolute favorite car. Like, she's willing to sell my organs and her sister to buy one. That's how badly she wants one. Which I'm gonna say, a little freaking terrifying when my almost 17-year-old daughter wants to sell my organs and her older sister to buy a Porsche. That's terrifying. You want the cup car? Why? Why do you want the cup car? Once she has adult bills, that'll fade a bit. I mean, she already pays her own. She already pays for her own phone. Her mother doesn't pay her cell phone. She pays her own phone. But I understand what you mean. Let's add all the adult bills. Yeah, you mean like rent, post-secondary education, like school loans and shit, the real ones, electricity, internet. Yeah, I know what you mean. Not the baby ones. What in the hell is going on with my truck, and why does it have stupid ass freaking lights off the back? What is that bullshit? What in the back door freaking spotlight have we got going on here? Not the I practice. I'm practice. I'm paying my bills. You know, the fact that she actually does do that though is still, by comparison, is still fairly impressive. Okay, there's got to be. All right, hold the. What the fuck is going on here? All right, what is this is not a modded truck, so what in the hell is happening with my rear lights? What is this bullshit? What is this BS? What is going on with my backup lights? Why do they look like this? It's not a modded truck. It's not a modded trailer. I'm not, what is this? Oh, I bet it's probably the headlights mod. I bet it hasn't been updated in a while, so now it's being all weird. But the worst part is it makes it a lot more difficult to back the trailer up. God, that is really obnoxious, by the way. Do. Oh, there we go. That's good enough. Whoo! It's the sad reality of our world. Credit needs to be built in high school. Yeah, which is crazy. Okay. We did that. Okay. We did that. Now we're going to go to we're going to quit back out to the title screen. 720. Okay, let's check the headlights mod here. Check this. It's probably the only one that's actually causing the problem. So if that'll be the one. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. Okay. Save changes and go into continue career. Because now I need to check. Now I need to make sure that was actually that's the only mod that would affect the headlights. Or like the rear lights anyway. Only mod that would do it. Because I don't have any modded trucks or anything, so. Okay, so she just left the office about 20 minutes ago. She's on her way home. All right, what's my kid doing? I'm getting lazy. Subaru would swap for it nicely. Wait, what? Blowing silly money on cars? Probably just a Rivian. But I'm lazy. Subaru would swap for it? Probably. God, my kid is so stubborn. She is just like me. She didn't wait for the help to come and help her move the heavy IKEA boxes from downstairs where they got dropped off and delivered all the way up to her room. There we go. Did I do good? No reply. Wait, no good job. No nice work. Wait, what? No, I'm proud of her for taking the initiative and just moving the stuff instead of she was waiting on her boyfriend to come over and help her move things, but she just took the initiative and decided to do it herself. What in the fuck, bro? How? Okay. That makes no sense. The only thing they could have done it was the headlight mod. Like the flares mod. Because this is the stock Peterbilt. That's all skins, trailers, yep, okay. Real tires. What in the actual hell, bro? That makes no sense. One second, chat. I don't know, something spooked this one. Right, so this is my life right now. We're gonna sit here and try to figure this out. I need to know why a specific mod is doing that when it shouldn't be. Because it honestly, it doesn't make any sense. Right? Like it is a stock Peterbilt 389. The only light mod that well, actually, you know what? Okay, hold on. Let's remove that one. That one. That one. See what happens. Because everything else should not affect that. Okay, one more time. Let's load in. We'll check. Because then at that point, I'm at a loss as to why the reverse lights are like that on this truck. They shouldn't be. Okay, I'm not. Okay, so while we're waiting, message. Good. Nope, not that one. Good. Sorry, I forgot. I'm having a conversation with my oldest daughter right now about the importance of, if you're doing activity, well, it's great that you are while it is great that you are drinking plenty of water, if you are not eating, it is going to cause problems, especially if you're doing heavy activity. So, as you can see, the little one is here. This is currently my life. The little dog. I'm not normally a little dog person, but this one is very quiet. Isn't aggressive at all. Like, doesn't bark, doesn't make a big noise, doesn't make a lot of mess. Super chill. Kind of like having a cat. Only with less attitude. It's like having a cat with less attitude. I gotta trim that up again. I gotta trim this little one's around this little one's eyes to keep them so they're not so weepy. Okay, are you gonna be fine there if I'm driving? Just checking some stuff out here. All of the dog doesn't even change. It's just like, okay, yeah, sure, I'm fine with this. Don't get any ideas. If you're in the car, this can't happen. All right, well, let's see if this fixes the problem. Nope. That is such a weird issue. No, the dog can't drive. Dog is incapable of driving. All dogs drive. You just don't know any that have lived. I mean, I suppose you could put it like that. I'm just saying, I don't think it's true. Okay, so, I mean, everything is drinkable. Everything is drinkable. Yeah. Also true. Just because it's drinkable doesn't mean you should drink it. It's kind of the point we're getting at. Is this the point? I feel like this is the point. This is the way. Yeah, I'm not a mixologist. Why not? But why not, Slider? Why aren't you a mixologist? Thoroughly disappointed now. How is this a skill set that you're not set up for? I might be buying a WRX, still thinking. It is a Subaru. What's to think about? It's a Subaru. There is nothing to think about. Just do it. It's a WRX. There is no reason not to. Other than money. Subarus are not built to go fast. Subarus are built to go off-road. WRX, off-road. It doesn't have to go fast. Especially considering if this is your daily driver, why does it need to go super fast? Bigger turbo. WRX with regional xylophones. There you go. Way when you drive down the road, you can hear the Subaru. There it is. There it is. Okay, well, yeah, but what you do is you buy the car and you do that slowly when you have the time and the money. But that doesn't mean you don't buy it just because you can't do it immediately. You buy the thing and then slowly work up to being able to do upgrades to it. But it's a Subaru. You don't have to upgrade it. They're great on their own. In fact, they hold greater value on resale if you don't fuck with them. Specifically, something about Subarus. I don't know what O'Reilly's is. I have no idea what that is. That means that because I lack the context means nothing to me. Auto parts store? Well, just because you work at an auto parts store doesn't mean that you have to spend money in the store. Why do people instantly think that just because you work there, you have to spend your money there for things? You don't. You go, you put in your time, you take your money, and you walk the fuck away from the place every day. You don't spend your paycheck in their business, because then you might as well be working for free. Defeats the purpose. Absolutely defeats the purpose. Where did this traffic come from? I have a lot behind me too, but what the frack? I hit somebody, it's their own goddamn fault. Yeah, cheaper, exactly, employer discount, yeah. Here's the thing, it's only worth it if you're getting it. Here's the thing about those employee discounts. It is only worth it if you are getting the parts at cost, which was something when I worked for Future Shop. Our staff discount was we got store merchandise at cost. So that means the Harman Kardon 5.1 receivers that we were selling for $1,000, we were getting at $400. So, first of all, let that sink in about the markup. Just let that one sink in for markup. $1,000 audiovisual receiver, 5.1 surround, $1,000 at the time. With our discount, we were getting it for $400 because that was the store cost. Now, here's the other thing I figured out though too, or that I discovered working for some of these places. What they say is store cost is not actually store cost. You know the worst part about working for places, and then when you're working for those places, you're also in charge of doing stuff like, oh, I don't know, inventory? Yeah, MSRP is for floor price, wholesale, yeah. Yeah, when you're the one who does the inventory, as well as home audio, like home theater, then you get to talk to the suppliers, and then you find out exactly what the cost is, and then you know that you're still getting fucked. At which point, then you start actually, because you have access to certain things, it is actually better for you at that point then to go directly to the manufacturer and get it direct. Have people open private stores, right? Yep. You can beat the big store. Yep. Okie dokie. Wow. So there is something inherently broken with this truck, and I don't know what it is. It doesn't make any sense considering I'm not using any lighting mods. This is the stock Peterbilt, so I don't know what's causing that. I don't know. But is the anti-lag system really worth the money? You have to ask yourself that. Anyway, we're gonna back out of this. We're gonna take a look at something. Okay. Something I'm kind of excited for. Okay, so explain to me why the anti-lag system is so important to you. Anti-lag system, coffee. Yes. Better internet. One second, chat, because I feel like we need to. No, no, whoa, 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 whoa. That's not the one I wanted. Damn it! Oh my god! All right, hold on. I got it. Of course it did. Chat, just wait a moment here while we go to the channel. Thank you, please, and thank you. All right. While we do that, let's go there. And let's go here. We're gonna bring this out here. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna nope. Hold on. Nope. You go back there. Okay. Don't you play yet. Okay. While we do this. And we're gonna do this. Colorado, France and Europe, Australia, Great Britain, Mexico, guess where we're going, chat, in 2026. So guess what we're going to be taking a look at for sure in 2026. Forza Horizon 6, Japan. That's right. We're finally, the most requested location in Forza Horizon, we're finally getting it. And, you know, I hope they do it right. Yep, Mount Fuji, that's right. Finally. Forza is going to frickin' Japan. Yes, you do see dog. I'm not normally a little dog person. But in this case, this one's more like a cat. Okay. This one is Muffin. Her name is Muffin. No, I'm I gotta trim the fur around her eyes again. No, you're not Muffin. You're Slider. Totally different, man. Don't put that on me. Don't you dare put that on me. Don't you dare. Okay, hold on. My kid is being difficult like me. Go figure. I tell her, yeah, the reason you got the shakes because you haven't eaten anything. You don't have any nutrients. You don't have any gas in the tank. Water's not enough. Dad, Slider wants to sit on your lap. I think Slider wants to sit on more than my lap, but that's neither here nor there. And there's no price tag for that. You don't have the money. So this one is already determined that she's falling asleep. Trim some of that fur back. She's gonna hate me. Dog's gonna hate me. Know the feeling? What? Wanting to sit on Dad's lap? Pardon? What? John, do you want to sit on my lap too? What, is there something I don't know? Yeah, this one's definitely napping. Okay, what it's the merch shop. Speaking of the merch shop, I gotta figure something out with the merch. Listen, don't fall asleep in my lap. It's weird. It's one thing dogs doing it, but man, grown ass adults, kind of weird. A little weird. Chat, I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. YouTube, as always, thank you to those of you who've been watching the stream. Thank you so much for hitting the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. I really do truly appreciate it. If you are into the trucking simulators, Tuesdays is going to be Trucking Tuesday. We're bringing it back, but it is Tuesday that we will be doing the trucking again. That is the only thing game-wise that is actually going to be scheduled right now at this moment. Trucking on Tuesdays. The only thing that is going to prevent that is, say, if we get some sponsored content, if I've got a game from a developer that they want me to cover or whatever, that's going to take priority, obviously. Also, sometimes we might slide into other, good old checking out trucking on other days other than Tuesday if, say, they release a DLC. So just remember that, but Tuesday is guaranteed. You're going to see trucking, American Truck, Euro Truck Simulator 2, and the Australian trucking when it comes out. So just keep that in mind. Twitch, as always, thank you so much to all of you for coming by, hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you for subs, resubs, and gifting subs. Thank you for the bits. And as always, thanks for hitting Dad up with the tiny tip. We're going to get out of here. Let's see who we can find over on Twitch to go rating. YouTube, you guys are on your own. We don't have rating availability, at least not yet. Maybe that will change as future goes on. I hope so. Honestly, I kind of, I'm going to send you guys over to Skittish and Bus. I'm not really sure what Skittish is currently doing right now, but Skittish and Bus are a husband and wife DJ team. They're wonderful human beings. And I don't get to raid them very frequently. So yeah, we're gonna go. I don't know. God damn, he's already been live for 2.5 hours. He's 20. Oh my God. They got the timer going for 28 hours. Jesus. Chat, go say hello to Skittish and Bus. Go give them some kisses. Go give them love. Tell them they're incredible. I'll see you over there. Have yourselves a wonderful Tuesday evening. I'll catch you back here for tomorrow's stream. Cheers, everybody.